and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, you'll want to hit that subscribe button because this channel is full of tea, drama, and story times. And I'm a chick from Brooklyn. Everybody loves a chick from Brooklyn, and that's on period. If you see me in this outfit in another story time, mind your business, because I'm just trying to record. Anytime I'm in the mood to record, I just want to record as many videos as I can because I'm not always in the mood to make videos. You know, your girl be down and out sometimes, but I'm feeling ready to share some tea. So as you guys can see by the title, whatever I decide to title this, it's another story time. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna name my friend Sasha. So when I was in middle school, I came very close with this girl named Sasha. She was a year older than me, and I don't remember exactly how we even became friends, if we had a class together or anything like that, but I knew Sasha lived close to me, like so close I could walk to her house. And our middle school was not even in our neighborhood. It was very far out. So to find someone that lived so close to me, it was like, all right, we're gonna take the bus together, take the train together, and hang out and stuff, even though she was older than me. Now in middle school, this is gonna be cringe and corny, but in middle school and high school too, when people were older than you, you would have like in school you would have somebody, a big sis or like a mom or something like that. And I think that I referred to Sasha as mommy in school. It's cringe. Why did we do that? Why did we need parents in school? I had parents at home, but being that she was in 8th grade and I was in 7th, I don't know, people, it was weird. Okay, that was a weird time. I don't want to get into depth. I hope I was not the only cringy corny person that was doing shit like that, but I feel like everybody was having fake parents in school. So Sasha was my mom. Now outside of school, I would always hang out Sasha's house because Sasha's mom was a single parent, so it was only her and Sasha and her little brother. But her mom was also a living nanny, or she was a CNA, I don't remember. Whatever job she had, it was basically she stayed there Monday through Friday and be home on weekends, or I don't know if it was Monday to Friday or Thursday through whatever, but she would be gone most of the time. So wrap it up, Sasha had the free a lot of the times, and so we would just spend a lot of time at her house, mainly because she couldn't really go out much because she was always in the house with her brother. So instead of going out, she would just invite people to come over, whether it be us, me and her, other people from our school, because there was another girl that we was cool with, which I got another story time about, but that's another time for another day. Other people, we was just always just chill at her crib because she was the one with the free. And her crib was also across the street from a spot, but they changed the name of it, but it was a spot that they used to hold day rave events. So I would always just like, we would just go to day rave and then go chill at her house after. Now around this time, I was talking to this dude while I was in middle school. He was a shata dancer. We gonna call him, well, his nickname, we're gonna call him Moon. So I was talking to Moon. He was a shata dancer, and at the time, if you was a shata dancer, you was one of those niggas, because like you was in all the parties. He was just known for being a shata dancer. He had that shata dancing clout, and I would talk to him. He wasn't even that cute. I wasn't even really like talking to boys and stuff like that at the time. It was just on some, I don't know, bored middle school shit. What do middle school, how do middle school people flirt? It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't sexual, nothing like that. The most we probably would have did was kiss. But we would be on the phone a lot and stuff like that, and be corny and write each other little corny shit on AIM, but it wasn't nothing that deep. So after school, me and Sasha would go chill with Moon a lot, and Moon had a friend, and the friend was not relevant, but the friend was messing with Sasha, and I would go see Moon. Y'all know how it be. It's a two-man. Like, you got a homegirl, and homegirl talk to the homeboy, so now y'all buddy up, and now every time you want to go see your boo, you could bring your homegirl so she could see homeboy. It was like that. We would always go chill on their block after school, but as I said, most of the time Sasha's mom was at work, and she would have to pick up her little brother and stay inside with her little brother. So we would go chill with them, and then we would go chill at her house after, because she would have to be home with her little brother. So we would do that all the time, and it got to a point that I ended up on punishment. Don't remember what happened, don't remember why, but I had to come straight home from school. Y'all know y'all chick was always into some shit. I was always on punishment. I was always doing something. So I can't even pinpoint what I could have been on punishment for, but I was home. And I guess Sasha was still chilling with the homeboy and was still having them come to her house. I'm not gonna lie, she was a little bit more mature than me, so her and the homeboy was doing a little bit more things than me and Moon was doing, because like I said, it wasn't sexual or nothing like that. I wasn't even in that space or thinking about being sexual or anything like that. Like, I wasn't even on that timing yet. I was still very kiddish, very immature. But I never judged, you know. Even when we was in the chill in the crib, they would do their own thing. Beats me, it ain't me. So fast forward now, this one specific day I was getting ready for school, and my school was so far I would have to get up at like 6 in the morning to get ready for school, like dumb early. And my house phone is ringing and the caller ID is saying Sasha's number. So in my head, I'm like, this girl is bugging, calling my phone 6 in the morning, because we never used to call each other. Mind you, she had a cell phone, I didn't. She was calling my house phone. That is disrespectful. Do not call my house phone in the wee hours in the morning. People are sleeping in here. You can't be doing that. So I was like, on the first ring, I picked up the phone because I'm like, it gotta be an emergency. Because why is you calling my phone so early? I picked up the phone and I'm like, hello. And on the other end, it was Sasha's mom. And she was like, let me speak to your mom. I'm like, she's sleeping. Because it's like, what you need to speak to my mother for? That had hit me like, what you need to speak to my mother for, lady? Like, I'm already getting in trouble. What did I do? Like, what happened? Why you want to speak to my mama? Please don't put me in more trouble. I'm already on punishment. But she kept insisting, like, I need to speak to your mother right the fuck now. Well, she didn't say the fuck, but she's just like, I need to speak to your mother. Put your mother on the phone. Put your mother on the phone. So I put my mother on the phone because I'm just thinking, like, what does she got to tell my mother? And at the same time, my heart is racing because I'm like, what did I do? I'm trying to think, rewind back, like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Like, why would she need to speak to my mama at 6 in the morning? And she seemed like it was some urgent situation. So I'm sitting in the living room. I gave my mom the phone and I'm just sitting, just watching, because I'm trying to go based off my mom's facial expressions to determine what the hell they talking about. And my mom is just on the phone looking at me and she's like,
what? Word? Huh? Is that so?
Just looking at me with the death stare, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna tear your ass up. And I'm just sitting there like, what did I do? Like, I couldn't think about it for the death of me. What did I do? So I don't know, but my mom ends up getting off the phone and my mom is like, who is Moon? And I was like scared because I'm like, oh my god, her mother must have found out that we've been chilling in her crib and smoking, and I've been chilling with Moon and she's been chilling with Moon's homeboy, and that's what she's calling to tell my mother about, that we've been chilling. But I also haven't been over there in like 2 weeks, so I'm just trying to figure out why she now calling at 6 in the morning to tell my mother that. So my mom is like, who is Moon? And I'm like, not trying to say nothing because I don't want to tell my mama I've been talking to a boy. So I'm just looking like, why? Like, where'd you get that name from? I don't know, Moon. Looking nervous. And she's like, who's Moon? And I'm like, some boy, he lives like 3 blocks away from here. I know him. She's like, y'all go to the same school? I was like, nah, we just know each other. She was like, well, you need to give Sasha's mom Moon's information. And I was just sitting here like, why would I have to do that? Like, what's happening? And I start thinking, Sasha fucking with my man? Because why would they need Moon information? Sasha messing with Moon? But no. Sasha's mom was telling my mom how she came home from work one day and all her jewelry was missing. All her important stuff from her room was missing. Money was missing. And that after interrogating Sasha for hours and hours and hours, they came to the conclusion that when Sasha had homeboy and Moon over, Sasha and homeboy was in the room, being grown, doing with the dude, so smack, patty, whack, give a dog a bone. And while they was locked off in the room, Moon was robbing the fucking house. He was going through the mother room, took her jewelry, took all her stuff, and now she wants me to give up Moon's information so they can contact Moon, get her stuff back, or possibly press charges. Now this put me in a tight spot because it's like, I ain't no snitch. Like, first of all, I just feel like, why am I in the center of this? I was not here. Like, I was not there. Why didn't y'all go the other route where you find out Sasha give you the homeboy information and y'all go from there to get Moon? Why y'all coming through me? But they're coming through me because not only did they know that Moon robbed the crib, Sasha told her mom that I told them to do it. That I set this whole thing up for her to meet this boy and start messing with him, and we start chilling at the crib so they can scope out the crib so that I can stop coming, and conveniently when I stop coming, all of a sudden her crib gets robbed. I mean, why would I set that up? What would I gain from that? You my homegirl. And then two, no, it had nothing to do with, oh, all of a sudden when I stop coming your crib get robbed. Obviously it's only him by himself. He did that. He thought it was the right time to do some shit like that. It has nothing to do with me. So now my ass is on boiling water, hot fire, and they're talking about some, oh, her mother's talking about some, oh, if I don't give her Moon's information, they're gonna press charges on me, which is weird because I wasn't even there, and my mom know I wasn't even there. Like, what the hell? Why y'all gonna press charges on me? I was not there. I was not stealing the shit out your crib, woman. But I also do not want to snitch on my boo. Like, so I'm just sitting here contemplating. My mom was like, well, give me this boy's number. And I'm like, I don't have it. Lying my ass off. So I was like, you know what? This is a whole big miscommunication. I'm gonna go to school, and when I see Sasha in school, when I see my mommy at school, we're gonna chop it up, because I'm thinking maybe her mom is just saying that to my mom on some other shit, and she's not telling her mom I had something to do with it. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, oh, when I get to school, I'm gonna talk to Sasha. So I get to school and I'm looking all over the school for Sasha. I finally run into her and I'm like, Sasha, I need to talk to you. Your mother called my mother. And this bitch gonna look at me like, don't talk to me. I can't talk to you. We're not friends no more. You set me up to get robbed. We can't be cool. And I'm like, first of all, I feel like I was always an intelligent girl, but I feel like at 14, I did not have the brain capacity to set up a fucking robbery. And my whole thing is, what would I gain from that? From the nigga going in your mother room and stealing her bangles? What would I get from that? Like, why would I do that? You get what I'm trying to say? Why would I set your crib to be robbed? She was saying that technically, she was saying how the homeboy knew her mom was never home, and because of work, and what days her mom was never home, and that she never told him that, so they must have got that from me. And I'm like, girl, we always chill in your crib. I think they know your mom is never home because we're always at your crib. Like, what are you even talking about right now? Like, the thing is that the things that they chalked up to make it seem like I was a part of this shit was just mad crazy to me, because it's like, why would I do this? So she was like, you better get that information of Moon to my mom, because my mom is gonna get you and your mom locked up, and y'all are gonna have to pay her back for all her lost shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, is this my life? But it was. So fast forward, I go back home and I'm starting thinking like, damn, maybe I should really try to get Moon's information. So I gave them Moon's information in his building, but we never went in his crib, so I didn't know his apartment. And I just gave them the information because I'm just like, I'm not taking the fault for this. Like, I'm not taking the fault for this. And she kept calling Moon. And at this time, Moon had ghosted me because he know what he did, and he know it had connection to me. So he didn't talk to me. He wasn't replying back to me. He wasn't answering my calls. I wasn't seeing him. And they're contacting him, leaving messages. I guess a detective had contacted him, but it went nowhere, because basically the first name that I had for Moon was not even his real first name. I didn't know that until after. And that was about it. I didn't know much information because it wasn't that deep. He was just a boy that lived kind of in my area that I started talking to, that was a shot to dancer. I didn't know his first and last name, his age, nothing, his school, nothing. Like, I didn't have enough information to give them for them to find him. So it's like, it was going nowhere. So it turned into Sasha's mom starting to harass my parents and saying like, oh, they should pay for the things that she lost because I had something to do with it. And at this time, I was so bad of a kid that my parents really had some form of idea that I was involved, because it's like they had gotten to a point where they think like it's nothing that I won't do. Like, they just like, you know what, you probably did do some shit like this. Like, they was really on some, you did some shit like this, and everything I was saying was holding no weight to them, even though I was like, bro, I did not do this, I did not know this was gonna happen. They was just like, yeah, okay, we don't fucking know, girl, you always got some shit going on. So it just went on and on with my mom going back and forth with Sasha's mom about what would come of the situation, because she said that she lost so much stuff, and that it was, since they can't come with the boy, come at the boy, that they was gonna get me locked up. And my parents really did not want that for me, so they just came into agreement where my mom would just basically give Sasha's mom some money to compensate for the lost stuff. And that shit got me so tight, because deep down in my heart I know I did not have nothing to do with that. So basically Moon gets away with all this stuff that he stole. Sasha is still fucking with the homeboy after this, which is weird to me, but not fucking with me, cut me off. And my mom had to come out of pocket a couple $100s to compensate her mom for lost shit that I have no idea what happened to, because I was not there when it went missing. Like, it just did not make any sense to me. I'm sorry. And as you guys could imagine, me and Sasha's friendship ended there, and it really hurt me because I really liked chilling with Sasha. She was cool, you know, she lived close to me. She was older than me, she lived close to me, we were cool, we would always be on the phone, we would always talk about shit, and we were always interested in the same things. This is why we would go chill with the boys and stuff. She was always with it because we was always on the same timing. So it's like, it really hurt me to have that friendship end like that. And on top of that, she had went around the whole school telling people that I robbed her and stuff like that. So people was looking at me mad crazy, like, oh, you robbed Sasha crib, you robbed Sasha crib. But she know deep down in her heart I was not there when the stuff went missing. So it's like, are you serious? And it just looked crazy on me because I don't come from a place like my family. They provide for me. I never missed out on anything. I never had any desire to steal from anyone, whether it had been in their home or anything from them, whether it's money, jewelry, anything. I did never at that age I wanted to steal or rob or take anything from anybody, especially my friends. Like, why would I be chilling in this girl crib with the intentions to rob her house or set up her house to be robbed? I never even seen the inside of her mom's room or anything like that for me to even organize this, because I would have to know what they had to organize this, correct? I didn't even know what her mom owned because I've never been in her mom room. I had no interest in going to her mom room. So for her to even think that I put this together is just mad crazy to me, and it really hurt my feelings. And I was even more frustrated that my parents had to come out of pocket to compensate when I know I was never directly involved. They just wanted to protect me, and because Sasha's mom continuously kept calling with threats to press charges and put me into this crazy ass situation, my mom's was like, you know what, we just don't want no parts of this. If we give you this amount of money, is this gonna go away? And then she was like, yeah, I just need this money to compensate. And that was worked out, and that was it. And that was the end of our friendship. That bitch was never my mommy again, and I never spoke to her again. So I don't even know what I was gonna title this video, because I really don't even know what to categorize this as. But this is a story time where when my friend thought I set her up, I don't know, I gotta think of a title. Y'all already seen the title because y'all clicked on this video. But if you had any experiences where someone accused you of doing something that you really know you did not do in your heart, that you had no parts in, leave a comment down below and let me know your experiences and how you dealt with it and how you felt about it, because I felt crazy going through this and being labeled as this person that would set my friend up to get robbed and stuff like that, when I know genuinely I had no parts in that situation. But if you like this story time and you would like more story times, tell a friend, hit that subscribe button, because we on the road to 50K, and from 50K is 51K, 52K, 53K, 54K, from there it's up and it's stuck, period. Later, y'all.